Some people for the negative. There was a hunter who bought an amazing war dog. One of kind dog could walk on waters. The hunter was looking forward to showing off his new acquisition to his friends. He invited a friend to go duck hunting. After some time, they show a few ducks and the man ordered his dog to fetch the words. All day long, the dog ran on the water to retrieve the words. The owner was expecting his friends to comment or compliment him about the amazing dog, but never got one. As they were returning home, he asked his friends if he had noticed anything unusual about his dog. The friend replies, yes, in fact, I did notice something unusual. Your dog can't swim. Uh, what a message from the above story. Some people fail to see the positive in spite of its being obvious. Some people are always negative side, a pessimists are mourners are groaners, are mourners, groaners, and permanent complainers. Are unhappy when they have no troubles to speak of, feel bad when they feel good, for fear they will feel worse when they feel better. Always turn out the light to see how dark it is. Cannot enjoy their health today because they think they may be sick tomorrow. Not only expect the best, but more make the most of the whatever happen. Only not only expect the boast, but make the boast of whatever happen. Don't see the definite; they only see the whole. Forget their blessing and count their troubles. Know that hard work never hurts anyone, but believe what why take a chance. Caution. Looking for the positive does not necessarily means overlooking faults. Being a positive thinker does not mean one has to agree or accept everything. It is only means that a person is a solution focus. Be a optimist. How can one be an optimist? It is well described by the following: be a strong that nothing can disturb your peace of mind. Talk health, happiness, and prosperity to every person you meet. Make all your friends feel that appreciate their look at the sunny side of everything. Think only of the west, the sunny side of everything. Think only the west, work only the west, and expect only the west. Be as enthusiastic about the success of others as you are about your own. Forget the mistake of the past and press on the greater achievement of the future. Give everyone a smile. Spend a much time improving yourself that you have no time left to criticize others. Be too big for worry and too noble for anger. Make a habit of doing it now. Unfortunate part of the life is a Oliver Wendell Holmes said most people go to the graves with music still in them. We don't achieve excellency because of our own lack of vision. He slept beneath the moon. He basked beneath the sun. He lived life of going to do and die with nothing done. We all procrastinated at some time or another in our lives. I know only to have regret in later. Procrastination leads to negative attitude. Reverse is just as true. They feed on each other. The habit of procrastination fatigues you more than the efforts it takes to do the task. A complete task is fulfilling and energizing. An incomplete task drain energy. If you want to wild and maintain a positive attitude, get into the habit of living the present and doing it now. When I become a big boy, this is like the little boy who say that when he becomes a big boy, he will do this and that and will be happy. When he become a big boy, he say that when he finishes college, he will be happy. And when he finishes college, he say that when he get his first job, he will be happy. And when he get his first job, he says that when he get married, then he will be happy. And when he gets married and say, when the kids get out of school, he will be happy. When the kids get out of school, say that when he retires, he will be happy. And when he retires, what does he see? He see just gone by in front of his eyes. It's too late. Some people practice procrastination by hiding behind high sounds words, saying I am analyzing a month later, and 6 months later, they are still analyzing. What they don't realize is that they are suffering from a disease called paralysis or analysis, and they will never succeed. Then there is another breed of people who procrastinate by saying, I'm getting ready. A month later, they are still getting ready, and 6 months later, they are still getting ready. They are getting ready to get ready, and they never get ready. They say, I will do it when I become an expert. They don't understand that unless you do it, you will never become an expert. They keep making excuses. You can't learn to swim by making a book. You have to get into the water. Live in the present. Life is not a dress rehearsal. I don't care what philosophy you will believe. We have got only one shot in the game called the stakes are too high to waste life. The stakes are our future generations. Unlike the game of football, we can replace players, the game of life. We have to play our own game. And the funny part, life is that the test comes before the text. Experience is the name we give to our mistakes. This life is a one-way street. There is no rewind button. And what time is it? It is where are we? The answer is the time is now. We are here. Let's make the best of now and utilize the present to the fullest. The message is not that we don't need to plan for the future. The message is that we need to plan for the future. If we utilize our present to its fullest, we are sowing the seeds for the better future. If you want to build a positive attitude, learn the process and stop the habit of procrastination. Saddest words in lives are I might have been, I could have, if I had given a little extra, I have, I should have, I would, I wish I had. Never leave till tomorrow which you can do today. I am sure all winners wanted to procrastination but never got around it. When people say, I will do it one of these days, you can sure it means none of this. Some people keep waiting for the lights to turn green before they leave home. They will never happen. They fail even before they start. This is sad. Why do people procrastination? लोग बहाने क्यों बनाते हैं? One major reason is procrastination and escapist attitude. Most people keep postponing because they don't have the courage to face up the consequences, and hence they keep postponing. The more they postpone, the price tag become higher and higher. Stop procrastinating. It is time that we put off putting thing off. Develop an attitude of gratitude. Gratitude reflects humility. It keeps a person grounded. It is a great philosophy to live by. Never forget what others have done for you. Never remember what you have done for others. Count your blessing, not your troubles. Take time to smell the roses. It is uncommon to hear that someone, because of an accident, become blind or paralyzed, but got $1 million in the settlement from the insurance company. How many of us would like to trade places with that person? So focus on the complaining. We don't have that, we lose sight of things we have. There is a lot of thankful for. When I say count your blessing, not your troubles, I don't mean that a person should become complacent. If complacence was the message you got, then I would be guilty of miscommunication and you are of selective listening. Many of blessing are hidden treasure. Count your blessing and not your troubles. Get into a continuous education program. Let get some myths out of way. It is general belief that be educated in schools and colleges. During my seminars in my different countries, there is a questions I ask my audience all the times. Do we really get educated in schools and colleges? Generally, there is consensus that some people do, but most don't. Don't get me wrong. We got a lot of information in school and colleges. We need information to get educated, but everyone who has information may be necessarily be educated. PhD may have a lot of information in the area. They may be educated. We live in information age. It is estimated that the most of that the amount of information is doubling every year. With information so readily available, it is easy to dispel ignorance. It is said to see that we are taught everything but the most essential things. We are taught three hours reading, writing, arithmetics. What we good is intellectual education without understanding human dignity and values. We need to know the true meaning of education. Intellectual education influence the head, and values-based education influence the heart. In fact, education that does not train the heart can be dangerous. If we wildlife characters in our offices, homes, and society, we have achieved a minimum level of moral and ethical literacy. Education that builds fundamental traits of character such as honesty, compassion, courage, persistency, and responsibility is absolutely essential. We don't need more academic education. We need more value-based education. A person who is morally educated with a lot better equipped to move up in the life or succeed than a moral bankrupt person. With an excellent academic qualification, I would prefer to go to the second most qualified surgeon in town who has character than go the most qualified surgeon who lacks character. The same things hold true in the profession. Education with values. Universities are turning out highly skilled barbarian because we don't provide a framework of values to young people who more and more are searching for it. True education is training up both the head and the hearts. It is better to uneducated than ill-educated. The uneducated thief may steal goods from the train, but and the educated can one may steal the entire train. We need to compete for knowledge and wisdom, not for grades. Knowledge is peeling of facts. Wisdom is simplifying them. One could have good grades and degree and still not learn much. The most important things one can learn is to learn. People confuse education with the ability to memorize facts. Educating the mind without moral creates a menace in society. Knowledge is not a power. We are often told that knowledge is power. Not really, knowledge is information. It is potential power. It becomes power when it is acted upon. What is the difference between a person who can't read and a person who can? What does not read? As Ben Franklin said, not a whole lot. Learning is lot like eating. It is how much we can eat the matters, but really matters is how much we digest. Knowledge is potential power. Wisdom is real power. Education takes many forms. It is just grades or degrees, cultivating our strengths, learning self skills, listening, eagerness to learn, developing characteristics leading to success. Our minds are like muscles that stretch our string. It's depend on how much a little we exercise them. Education does not mean good judgment. This is a good story.